This is not good for the Cavs. Let me just say that right now. Carmelo Anthony is the last. He's the most valuable free agent. Well, he's not a free agent, but he's the most valuable piece left that can be added to the Cavs for them to contend, to beat the Warriors. And let me just say this right now. It's not so much that they can trade Love for Carmelo and everything's going to be okay, because in my opinion, Carmelo's the better player. That's hands down. And I think that Carmelo will show up more than Kevin Love does when the stage is big. But Carmelo is not, he doesn't add that aspect that I think the Cavs need. And people, I get into arguments all the time with people. They're acting as if the Cavs just got completely dominated by the Warriors. Yes, the Warriors were the better team, but the Cavs had a shot to beat them. If the bench players did a little bit more, J.R. Smith did a little bit more, Love did a little bit more, even Kyrie in the first couple games did a little bit more. The King can't carry everybody, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to be able to do something, especially with Kevin Durant playing out of his mind. And I've never seen Durant play like that on the defensive end. So he deserved that MVP of the finals. But the Rockets getting Carmelo, they just paid this guy, James Harden, a lot of money. Obviously, we know they got Chris Paul. The Rockets are still not going to beat, they're not going to beat the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm Carmelo Anthony and I've made all this money, I'm going to the Cavs. Because if they look, put it like this, I don't know if Jim Dolan is gonna buy him out, or they're gonna try to figure out a way to keep him or whatever like that. But I think the Knicks should just go straight rebuilding. I think that right now, because everything is effed up. Phil Jackson did whatever he wanted to do, and he just left. You know what I'm saying? Well, he got fired, but they parted ways, however you want to say it. But at this point right now, I don't feel as if Carmelo going to the Rockets does anything for him, because the West is not. The Warriors right now are so I don't even, they can possibly win more than 72 games this year. And I'm not even gonna blink when I'm saying that. Like, the way that they're built right now, and they don't even really need a lot of things. I think they got everything they needed. With Durant taking that pay cut, they're set for 2 years at least. They're going to the finals for 2 years. I don't see the Spurs, unless the Spurs, like next year, like I told you guys, if LeBron decides to go to the Spurs next year, that's the only way I see the Warriors losing before getting to the NBA Finals. But Carmelo Anthony going to the Rockets would be foolish in my opinion, because Chris Paul is washed up. I don't care what anybody says. And I don't know what the hell, Chris Paul, I don't know how they're going to work Chris Paul and James Harden, but they paid James Harden a lot of money, which means that they really believe in him. So let's see how that works out, because he came up small in the mini-me in that playoff game. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? He just didn't show up. The Spurs just ramrodded them all over the place. It was really, really disgusting. But LeBron James and the Cavs need another piece. If they get Kyrie, LeBron James, and Love and add Carmelo, I would take them to beat the Warriors in the finals. But if they have to get rid of Love to add Carmelo, I don't know. It's too, the Warriors, even when they go to their bench, even when the Warriors go to their bench, they're still, like, their bench players, like Livingston could probably start on any other team in the league. You know what I'm saying? Iggy obviously could start. The way that their team is constructed right now, it's very, very dangerous. So I think they do need a fourth key person. J.R. Smith shows up when he wants to. I'm willing to get rid of Shumpert and all those other guys. Listen, even Double T, Tristan Thompson, he's really starting to show me that, the Kardashian is more valuable to him than winning. He's really starting to get a little... I know they just paid him a lot of money, but I don't think they knew that he was dating a Kardashian at the time that they gave him that money. Because we all know how that works with the Kardashian curse. So with that situation, just looking at the Cavs in the offseason, if Carmelo Anthony is able to be bought out by the Knicks, it makes more sense, because he's definitely going to go to the finals. If you go to the freaking Rockets, you're going home before the finals. So if at Carmelo's age right now, I understand he loves New York. I understand, all the other BS that comes with it. But you should be trying to get a ring right now. That's what you should be trying to do. And your best case scenario is to play with LeBron James and the Cavs. Now, again, the Knicks need to have that realization that they're not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Porzingis and these boys, they don't have enough to do anything. They're not making a push. They're just sitting there and letting the time go by. They should try to negotiate a buyout with Carmelo, or just let him go where he's going, or just trade the guy, because he's willing to waive his no trade clause if he goes to the Cavs, according to sources, or now the Rockets have been added in. So if that's true, that he's willing to waive his no trade clause, he should make it strictly for the Cavs, because that can release a lot of cap for the Knicks and make them start to go in the right direction again, because I don't know where the hell they were going. But now we can figure out something with the Knicks and Carmelo at the same time, and everybody should be happy. Listen, man, everybody at Madison Square Garden know the Knicks ain't winning nothing. They just go there just to go see it, go see the... You in New York, bruh. You want to waste the time, you go see your Knicks play. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that you always do. It's repetition. It's something that we always do. It's routine. Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? New York, Yankees, Mets. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we're built. We don't care if either one of them suck. You know what I'm saying? We're just going to go to the games. That's what's happening with New York, but they need to start rebuilding and figure out what's going on, because the franchise has actually been going backwards. You know, but now Phil Jackson is going. We got to figure out what Dolan is doing. But I think Carmelo right now, with what I'm hearing, that he may go to the Rockets, that could be one of the worst decisions that he ever made in his career, because you're not going to go to the finals staying in the West, but you'll get there playing with the Cavs. Let me know what you guys and girls are thinking about this. Where do you think Carmelo Anthony would be better off going? Subscribe. One love.